Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Merari. So if you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I definitely had so much fun doing this look. It was first an experiment, then I kind of just wanted to go with it. It's a very bright eyeshadow look. As you guys can see, it's very pink, very yellow. It's so perfect for an everyday, really, like if you're going out to have a picnic with your boyfriend, if you're going to go have some type of party with your family and friends. It's really outdoorsy. You definitely want to show this look off, so let's make sure that you guys enjoy, you guys subscribe, and keep on watching. Alright guys, so we're first going to start with this Luscious eyeshadow base. And I'm gonna put that on a big little fluffy brush, and I'm gonna make sure that I distribute that evenly onto my eyelid, because that is where we are gonna put majority of the eyeshadow. So we are gonna put that onto a brush here, and we are gonna see that I am gonna distribute this evenly. And the way I like to do this is I like to do it by tapping motions, kind of swiping at the same time. I find it easiest to do this because you want to compact it into your eyelid rather than just putting it in. Alright, so after we are done with that, we are going to get a transition color. I actually am using like a really tan. You can use a bronzer. It really doesn't matter. I'm just putting it into a big fluffy brush and I'm tapping that into my eyelid. Alright, so we are actually going to be using 3 basic colors for this look, and it's going to be orange, like a burnt orange look. It's going to be a yellow, and we are going to be using a bright pink. I'm first going to grab is this orange right here. It looks like a burnt red orange, and the palette I am using is by BH Cosmetics Modern Mattes 28 color eyeshadow palette. Ooh, put that above my eyelid here. I'm just gonna sway that back and forth, making sure you are getting it in there. And I know in the beginning it kind of looks a bit messy, but you really just want to make sure it's blended out well. Alright, so once we are done with that, as you can see, it's blended out really nicely. I'm actually going to go in with a Juvia's palette here. And I'm going to get this bright yellow, and I'm just going to put that right on top of that orange, but more towards this. Now, one thing I will say, guys, I've seen a lot of YouTube videos where a lot of people like to do, like if they're doing this type of color, they would probably add another orange there and add a brighter red. I don't do that simply because I painted a lot for most of my life, and I just like to blend out the colors instead of trying to put too much in there, because then I feel like it's kind of messing up really. Your transition colors are kind of starting to blend in together, and it's not really being helpful. Now, sometimes it is necessary depending on what I look, but I just kind of like to eyeball it, and this is what works for me. Everybody is different, so just continue doing that. Alright guys, so next with the same palette, I'm going to be grabbing this pink that is down here. Make sure I put that into my eyelid, and that's going to be the main pink that I'm going to be using for this look. Now, I actually like to grab a round-headed brush, something that I know the color is going to be focused right into that part. And so like the brush looks just like this. It's just one of those brushes. And the only reason I like to use a brush like this for right now is simply because I feel like the colors are more compact onto that one section that I want it to, and it's not going everywhere. Like with a fluffier brush, it'll probably be all the way up here, and I really don't want that right now. I kind of just want it to be packed right into that center. Alright, so right now I'm actually going to make sure that is all blended out. Mainly sticking to the center right here. But I'm going to make sure that it's blended. You guys, you have to get one of these. It kind of like helps your brushes not transfer any color. Sometimes, you know, you get a lot of colors and it just helps dissolve that, and it just doesn't. Oh, these colors are looking really nice. Alright guys, so something that I actually want to try that I did with this eye is I added a little hint of purple. So I'm going to be using this purple down here, but I'm not going to be using a lot of it. I'm just going to use a little bit just to help that pink kind of pop out a little bit, not be too blended in with the orange. So let's try that corner here, because that's where you are going to see most of the color, simply because we are going to do a cut crease. And I'm grabbing a fluffy brush and I'm just going to gently make sure that it's blended all in there. And already you can start seeing a bit of a difference here. What that purple did, it just makes it look so much prettier. But I didn't add a lot, just added a little bit. It's gonna make everything just go way better. So now for the hard part, and I say the hard part simply because I'm actually starting to learn how to do a cut crease. I know it sounds crazy, but I never really done a cut crease until I think a while ago, maybe a couple months ago, and I just felt like I completely messed it up, so I did not want to try it. But trust me, do not let a cut crease freak you out, okay? You got this. You don't have it, it's okay. Like, you will learn. I am learning, and if I can do this, you guys definitely can do this. So let's get to it. When you are doing a cut crease, I mainly like to use this Maybelline Master Concealer. I've heard great reviews about this, so I've been using this. And you want to use a flathead brush like this. What I actually do, I put this on like a palette or something, and I put it on a palette and I just dip my brush into it because I don't want to put the concealer right on top of my eyelid or right on the brush. That's just what works for me. What I do first is I'm gonna put it more towards the inner lid here, like so, and I'm gonna look up. There we go. So it kind of gives me like an outline of where it should be, because you don't want to do it too low. That's what I had to learn the hard way. You don't want to do your cut crease too low, because then when you look up or something, the shadows are going to start to blend. It's going to start looking messy. It might look cute in the beginning, but after you start looking up and down all the time, it's not going to work. One thing I will say about cutting your crease, you want to take your time, or at least me right now that I'm starting to learn this, I need to take my time. So I'm definitely learning here, and it looks great. I mean, hey, and you do not want to bring it all the way over. You want to stop midway, simply because obviously the colors aren't going to go all the way. I kind of want to blend it in. Cut crease is just going to be on that side there. Then what we are going to do is with this, what we are going to do now is with this brush here that I was talking about earlier, we're actually going to grab again like a transition color, or like, you guys can see I'm using yellow over here. So I think I'm just going to find a yellow and kind of blend it in, and hopefully also pat that color in, just kind of helping it out. So I'm going to be using that yellow here. I'm going to start from the bottom, and I'm going to work my way up, simply because this brush is more fluffy and I don't want it to start blending in with the pink that's up there. So there, I'm going to actually switch over to something else. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this flat brush, and I'm going to grab that yellow again. I'm just going to make sure I do dab it in real good, and I'm just going to pounce it into here, because you don't want to rush into it and then blend in again. You really don't want to blend in with the color that's beneath it. I'm going to use sweeping motions and patting at the same time. Ooh. So now what we are going to do is I'm going to go in with that burnt orange that I first used. Again, it was the BH Cosmetics. gonna pat that onto a brush, and I'm gonna pack that into here. Just making sure it transitions really nicely. Now I'm gonna grab that pink and I'm gonna make sure it's blended into here. And you do not want to take it like 2 strokes too far. Alright guys, so I went ahead already and blended all of this in, really just trying to blend in the pink into the yellow, into the orange. And again, you just want to add a little bit of purple. So that's what I'm going to do. So just add a little bit of that on the ends. And you don't want to add a lot, it's just gonna give it a really little subtle pop of color there. All right, so we're done with that. Now what we're gonna go in and do is the eyeliner cut crease kind of thing. Now this is a bit complicated. I had to learn a lot the hard way. What you're gonna do is like simply kind of like the cut crease. I'm gonna use the concealer again, the Maybelline, a smaller brush, kind of like an eyeliner brush like that. I'm just gonna wing out my eyeshadow. See, just like that. And I'm gonna grab a makeup remover wipe. I'm gonna remove that. And I just like to do that beforehand because I want to see if maybe I need to add more eyeshadow, more concealer, or if I did it actually perfect. So I'm actually going to add a little bit more simply because I want the wing a little thicker. There we go. Now what we are gonna do, actually we are gonna grab the same exact colors that we did for the cut crease, but first we're gonna actually switch them. So since I have yellow over here, we're gonna do the pink right here, and it onto here. Now my tip for this is you want to do little by little. You want to pack as much as you can onto the brush and then put it on, and then pack some more and put it on, just because it gives it a more intense and deep color rather than just blending it out. All right, so once we get to the middle, I'm actually not going to do orange. I'm actually just going to transition right into the yellow. Alright guys, so now that I'm done blending all of that out, I'm gonna get my makeup brush, my makeup wipe, make sure that access is all taken care of, and we're basically done with that. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my Baddie B lashes. Ooh, these are my favorite ones, and these are in the style Saucy. And I'm gonna put those on and I'll be right back. So guys, that is it for this makeup look. I'm gonna finish up my face and my makeup, and I'm gonna show you guys the end product, and I know you guys will love it because I love it. But we'll be right back. So I'm all done with this makeup look. I enjoyed filming this video so much. I learned so much today. I hope that you guys try this out. You can transition all the colors. You are sure to make a showstopper. Just look at it. People are gonna wonder who you are. But yeah, definitely had so much fun filming this look. I hope that you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. And again, make sure you guys subscribe and share to everybody, and also make sure you like this video. Bye.